by my sister was telling, no, we are all educators. We can only educate. We are not in action most of the time. But for last few months after the COVID, a little bit of peaceful time where I could travel. I was traveling the east, west, south, north, Kathmandu, Everest, and whole throughout. Almost every day I'm on rail and move, flying from one end of the country to the other end of the country. I've been visualizing what is happening in Jharkhand vis-a-vis what is happening in Punjab, what is happening in Bengal, and what's happening in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala. I have been all these places for the last 1 or 2 months, traveling across, talking to people, understanding. We can see a lot of great infrastructure development. But what happens is when you have got a huge road coming up, the people who are crossing the roads to talk to each other, the brothers who had houses in both places, now they have to travel 60 kilometers to reach to their neighbor's house. The crossing is after 30 kilometers. You can see what a havoc is made. Is it called a infrastructure development? This is happening because our infrastructure is not taking care of the real sustainable development. Sahana vavatu, sahanau bhunaktu, sahaviryam karavavahe. We have to live together, sit together, learn together, share together. It's a huge divide. When there is a development in one part, I'm sure there is a gap created from the rich and the poor. The industry creates money for a few people. Once upon a time, probably a few years back, maybe India is very, very young country, like 70 years in the independence. The 70, 80 years of independence is not a great time in the development. But we are fast growing. Fast growing means we are creating a large difference in the community. The development is entirely different from the progress. Each word has to be understood very carefully. The progress is different and development is different. So that's what happens in this world. In this world, the sustainable development word came very quite apt at the right time, because we had UNDP, United Nations Development Programs. If you look at very closely, UNDP talks about education for all. Now sustainable development talks about clean, good, value-added education for all. Nothing different. That means so far we were giving not value-added, we weren't doing the right time. So in the introduction, as being mentioned, I don't remember whether Karlin or Rachna spoke, you were telling that no, we are in 2030 we have to reach. Now it is 2023. We are still talking about the plans. Nothing is happening. And who is listening? Only the few who are around us, we are listening. Nothing is happening on the ground as such. So the government policies have to be influenced so thoroughly where they create a reasonable change. So let us look at whether that is happening and whether that is really creating problem which is not sustainable. Therefore, the people are suffering at the ground level. This is what probably we can look at and then talk to people, for which I think people have to be on the ground. That's what I decided to have traveled. It's a horrible experience of traveling in the north in the summer, hot sun. No, but still I take this as an option because I want to see how people suffer in those areas. The technology advantage and the support of the sustainable development. Just now we heard from I'm sure my sister who is from Malaysia, Indonesia, and people who are in the Asian region who is slightly different situation. In the infrastructure development, they may be not very far from India. Under 192 countries, it may be around 80 or 90. I'm not very sure. And India is not very bad. It's at 60 level. But if you take look at, I'm looking at my sister here who is from Georgia. She is going to speak on this topic. And her index is only 60. So it doesn't matter whether we are putting it into the index and say that India is developing. It is, we have a great happiness index which shows Indian people are not happy. But I don't know the measurement mechanisms. The statistics, when we talk about, it has a different methodology. And if you are not very carefully looking at the sustainability, over past 3 years, if you look at what happened in the infrastructure development, which are funded by mostly the companies who wanted to run software industry in this world, they had taken huge amount of money from the bank. They created huge infrastructure and people started working from home and the buildings are empty. And I'm sure they will not be paying the installments which are supposed to be paid to the banks, because they don't mind the banks acquiring the infrastructure, because the loss is not much, because they are due to pay large amount and they are not going to use it. So what will happen? The bank will acquire properties which are not required for anybody and the bank will become bankrupt. And in that, there will be a lot of collapse of the economy. So infrastructure development is not done with the inclusiveness, understanding the resilient of what exactly required and how the development have to be built with a sustainability. Things will collapse as you grow higher and higher. Once it collapses, it will be a big fall. And few big falls are good enough to create large problems in the economy of that country. And that will have replications in the other countries because we are in a global economy. That is where I think the politicians have to have good advisors, where educators have got a good role to play. So including the technological, social, institutional innovations. Discuss the role of the government, private sector, and the civil society. Fostering to innovation, which will create an international cooperation between the large countries. To happen that in the government level, probably we have a role as an NGO, as a people of getting connected to different parts of the world so easily, which is otherwise not possible. Therefore, we should look at these discussions, which will also get into the eyes of those great people who plan for infrastructure. See, it's true that for last 10 years in India, probably the infrastructure rank of India from 70s have gone to 50 or maybe 55. That's a huge change. Understand, it is not India is going high. Understand there are a lot of other countries who are not able to make up their infrastructure to that level which really required. The national highway, where I was mentioning, it has created a large highway, but understand how much people are suffering and how much is the disturbance which is made. We have a great, the rail connectivity. Our electricity in India and sanitation and water probably, which 10 years back would have been around the 60, 65, is now at 90, 95. It's a 30% growth. It's a great growth. The GDP would have grown to probably 25.6% growth in the few years. The accounting would have become a great expected accounting, which was not really happening, have grown 77%. That's what the statistics says. Therefore, the innovation index, if you look at it, earlier, maybe 20 years back, it would have been 81st rank for India. We are now growing much faster because India has got a young population, lot of entrepreneurship, lot of innovation, Make in India projects. And it is being supported by different people on the ground. Therefore, it is not infrastructure, that's not the other portions of economy, SDG, or the GDP, the sustainable development, which has not happened, but we had a great growth in the innovation sector, which is being handled by youth. I'm sure this will see a great light in the next 20 years in the development of India. That is how probably India will become the world leaders. There are a lot of challenges and opportunities which, if we start analyzing, between the lines, if you start reading, the progress in India is not totally sustainable, and SDG goals are not really met. And a real study on this on the ground will create a lot of problems when we wanted to show our head up in the United Nations. So despite the achievements, I'm sure India still faces several challenges. The promoting sustainability in industry, innovation, infrastructure, and the inadequate infrastructure, insufficient investment, limited technology which is reaching up to the lower level, which needs to have a great eye from the people like us who wanted to contribute something to the downtrodden and the great society. This is my view on this, and I'm sure what you are all doing with this great activity under the umbrella of the Vishwa, the great name we have got, it's not a small name, the Vishwa Humanity, United International Royal Society, I'm sure have a great job to be done, great work to be done, which contributes and creates some small awareness among the people, but more to do on the people who are really suffering on the ground. Namaskaram and pranams for this kindness, for inviting me again onto the same platform on the same day.
Thank you.
And love to see you all physically sometime very closely to work together. Thank you.
Pranams. Yes, sir. Surely, sir. Because we are Hyderabadi people, sir.
Yeah.
The message you sent to Professor Dr. Vijay Kalin in the chat box really so wonderful, sir. We felt very happy and honored. Thank you so much. And last year also you supported us a lot, sir, gracing our World Peace Summit and making this summit a grand success, taking it to next level with your gracious presence. Really, we always feel proud of you, sir, really, because you are a great space scientist and the wonderful work you are doing. And whenever I see the sentence spiritual guru, spiritual master, spiritual thinker, easily, because such people our society needs, sir. Because we are good physically, we think that strong and everything, but in spiritually we are very zero, sir. Really, thank you for your contribution to our society in spiritual front. I appreciate your efforts, sir. You are doing commendable job. Really, we are honored and blessed to have your presence on this platform. You made it a grand. And I request Professor Dr. Vijay Kalin to say a few words so that I'm over to you.
Hello.
Thank you very much, sir, for joining us.
Sorry to interrupt. I have another engagement. I'm logging off.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We are honored. Thank you.
My pleasure. And then we'll stay in touch. It will be lovely to keep touch again.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Our love to Canada.
Okay. Talk to you soon.
Sir, thank you very much, sir, for joining us. I felt very happy when you said that you want to visit our place. Definitely, sir. A warm welcome to Saidabad Singareni Colony, a slum with the 55 acres of land, full of underprivileged people. We are working for them. So at our level, we are trying our best level. We cannot do a transformation, a complete transformation, but being a humanitarian, it touched our heart and we are trying our best level to make them happy and lead a peaceful life. So that is only the work I'm doing, sir. Thank you very much. So kindly visit our place. I will be privileged and happy. And you are amazing, sir. Your works are so commendable and it touched my heart. And one should be very spiritual. Then only we can understand the essence of the life. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, with your wonderful words, as always. It's always a pleasure listening to you, sir. And the way you had highlighted that the development is going on, but where is the progress? But we saw a little ripples in Vishwa Humanity Royal Council, where they have tried to bring in, yes, the sessions are conducted for awareness, and we believe that it has really created that awareness. But yes, we believe that we need to come to the forefront, to the field, to work as Vishwa Humanity Royalty Council has already started the work. We all need to join hands with them. And surely the change is not going to be far away, as we have younger minds in India, which you mentioned. It is clearly evident that yes, India has is going to make a lot of change in the innovation sector, where the young minds are working day in and day out. And every day we have a new invention, a new change, a new revolution being brought. Only people like you and who can guide them and bring them to the right channel. And that is what is very, very important. And people like you will surely be able to guide these young minds, the outburst of talents which they have. They just need to be put in the right boxes. They already are there inbuilt with that powerhouse of knowledge and ideas, which needs to be channelized or bundled together with people like you who can do them with the heads of technology. Thank you so much, sir. And it was a pleasure listening to you, joining us tonight here in our platform and sharing your knowledge. As we all know that you are a storehouse of knowledge. Every single page you turn over is full of knowledge, which you can give in any subject. I have been always there as a moderator for you in several platforms, and I have heard you speaking in different topics, not only about technology, but in several other fields. So thank you so much, sir, for joining us tonight. And again, making us enlightened with your bright knowledge. So
kind of you all. Thank you. God bless you.
It was an
Yes, sir.
honor.
Thank you.
For us, sir.
Ashna ma'am, 1 minute.
Yes, sir.
Today morning, it was a great morning. Actually, I like positivity and I like people who are with positivity. So in the 2020, there is only one guy who is ruling all social media with hundreds of great gatherings and all. He's like a monopoly, the king of Facebook, the king of LinkedIn, and all. Just because of his positivity, there are numerous people, especially from Europe countries and Western people. So they are his staunch followers, and he was ruling the roost, and he was amazing. He was commendable. He was doing so much to the society. And we met 2 or 3 times on social media platforms, and we together had great plans, because I don't know whether I say spread positivity or not, but I like the people who spread positivity, because I am promoting peace and he is promoting positivity. But anyway, we are together, and we met at 2 platforms, whether we come together and we do some magic to the society. That's what we discussed. But unfortunately, some sad events have happened. It may be health or personal issues. 1 year, really, absolutely 1 year, he was not there on social media, and the programs were halted because of some reasons. But anyway, we thought that we missed him. We missed that person who is spreading that positivity. But yesterday, I saw some endorsement in LinkedIn. Then I felt very happy getting some endorsement from Gaurav Sharma ji. It's a great honor. Then I sent a small token of gratitude to him. Then I received a great message from him. That's different. But early in the morning, I woke up with a lot of inspiration, a lot of what we call some some magic. Today we have the Prime Ministerial office is there. That is because of him, because he has given the boost. Just do something. So that's why I did something, and I got invited him, and he was here. So the program was a grand success, because the message in the morning while I was reading, because so much of negativity in the present society. So I sent a message to him, brother, please be there on our dais as our special guest. Say some positivity. So I said it's not SDG 9, because peace is interlinked with positivity. So say give some positivity to the 9th day, brother. Please join us. He was in journey and I couldn't switch on the camera. That's what he said. But somehow we need your presence and please be here. That's what I said. And brother is here. Really, brother, you are back. And I will see you in one more day, because I want you to proclaim the message of positivity, brother. That's what people required, because we are talking about spirituality, because that is what positivity, brother. We are spreading the message. You are doing a great job to society, because minds are being corrupted by people. So that is in the present society. So no one is there to protect. So we need people like our Professor Shishkumar sir or Professor Gaurav Sharma ji, like people only can protect us from this much of mind corruption. So with this note, before inviting our special guest, Rachna ji, ma'am, sorry for interrupting. Just I want to say a few words. Please, over.
No, sir. Thank you so much for giving that brief story also behind inviting Dr. Gaurav Sharma, sir. So it's really a pleasure, wonderful pleasure to have you, sir, amidst us. It's my privilege to welcome a special guest tonight, Dr. Gaurav Sharma, who is the founder and CEO of Positive Thoughts. He is a speaker and a life coach who is dedicated to empowering individuals to achieve their fullest potential in all areas of life. With a focus on self-motivation and stress-free education and life, he also provides guidance and mentorship to help individuals overcome obstacles and achieve their goals. So we are truly honored to have you in amidst us. So the virtual mic is all yours. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Rachna ma'am, and a great thank you to my dearest brother Raja Raoji for such a kind and encouraging words. It really means a lot to me. Yes, 1 year I was down with my health, but yes, I'm back again to roar and rule the world with positivity and peace. Positivity and peace. Wow. Such a bright and my favorite topic to speak about. Respected members of the Vishwa Humanity United International Royal Council, esteemed guests, and my fellow advocates of peace. I stand before you today with deep gratitude because I love to give gratitude always. Gratitude is the favorite word of my dictionary of life because I have learned everything basically from the University of Life itself, from my own life journey. So I stand before you today with deep gratitude and immense honor as a speaker at this World Peace Summit organized by none other than our visionary leader and my dear brother, Raja Rao. It is truly humbling to be a part of this esteemed gathering, united by our shared commitment to fostering peace and promoting positivity in world, which is the need of the time, which is the need of our, which should be spread on a daily basis, on an hourly basis. Every single moment, every single second, peace and positivity, positive mindset and growth mindset should be there in each and every individual. Because peace in its essence is a universal longing that itself transcends all boundaries and cultures. It is the absence of conflict, the presence of harmony, and the celebration of diversity. In a world often plagued by turmoil and division, it becomes our collective responsibility. As a peace ambassador, it is our collective responsibility to cultivate peace in our hearts, our communities, and the world at large. Dear friends, we find ourselves at a critical juncture in history where the need of peace is more significant than ever before. Earlier, if I talk about 5, 10, 20, 30 years back, peace was needed, but not at that large scale. The challenges we face are complex, ranging from political conflicts to socio-economic disparities and environmental degradation to the erosion of human rights. It is in the face of these challenges that we must rise together. We should rise together, and we will rise together with unwavering determination to champion the cause of peace. And the most important thing is this: peace begins within each and every one of us. It is nurtured through compassion, empathy, and understanding. It is our duty to cultivate these qualities in ourselves and promote them in our interactions with others by embracing our shared humanity and recognizing the inherent worth and dignity of every individual. We lay the foundation for a more peaceful world. And to achieve lasting peace, we must address the root causes of conflict and work towards creating inclusive societies, which is the need of the time. Inclusive societies that prioritize justice and equality. And this involves empowering marginalized communities, promoting dialogue and reconciliation. It requires us to bridge divides, foster intercultural and interfaith understanding, and most importantly, embrace the beauty of diversity. Moreover, we must remember that peace is not merely the absence of violence. It is the presence of positive change, positive mindset, growth mindset. It is about creating opportunities for education, healthcare, and economic development. These three are the basic and major pillars. It is about nurturing the potential of every individual, regardless of their background or circumstances. By investing in education, empowering women and youth, and promoting sustainable development, we lay the groundwork for a more peaceful and prosperous future. Lastly, I just want to say, let us also acknowledge the transformative power of positivity. In a world often overshadowed by negative and despair, it is our responsibility to be beacons of hope. Hope is a very good word. Beacons of hope and agents of positive change. By choosing to see the good in others, by spreading kindness and compassion, and by inspiring others through our actions, we can create ripples of positivity that will resonate far beyond our immediate surroundings. So I stand here today filled with hope and conviction, knowing that each and every one of us has the power to make a difference. Let us embrace our roles as ambassadors of peace and positivity, committed to building bridges, fostering understanding, and creating a world that future generations will be proud to inherit. Together, we can transform our collective aspirations for peace into a tangible reality. Thank you so much, my dear brother Raja Raoji, for providing us with this platform to come together and reaffirm our commitment to a more peaceful world. And to all those present here today, thank you for your unwavering dedication to the cause of peace. May our efforts inspire countless others to join us on this noble path, on this noble cause. Thank you so much, Rachna ma'am. Thank you so much, Caroline ma'am. Thank you so much, Rajarao sir. And thank you so much, each and everyone, for giving me this opportunity to speak upon my favorite topic, positivity and peace. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear brother. Thank you so much. But we miss it to see you. But anyway, in some other program, we hope that you will join.
Definitely.
Yes, we want to see. And I want to mention two things, brother. The first thing is, you used to write the stories about people. Really, the way you write, you describe the things and the entire scenario. You used to post in groups, and I used to feel very happy. And I wanted that opportunity. I thought in those days, but today when I saw on that Facebook, I felt really okay, something like dream come true. Because I think giving and endorsement given by Sharmaji is a great thing. I feel it's my honor, brother. That is the one thing.
Thank you.
And
Thank
second
you so
thing,
much.
I feel that I am good at writing, but when I see the way you describe things or the way you present with that vocabulary, it's so amazing, brother. Not only the way you write, but also the way you speak. Both are commendable, brother. You are doing wonderful job. The society needs you, the nation needs you, the globe needs you. That's what I said in those days. And the same thing I'm repeating. You have to come, and of course you roll. I know that. We are all waiting to see that day. Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Once again, thank you so much.
Rachana ma'am, I don't disturb you, ma'am. Over to you.
No, not at all, sir. Thank you so much for giving that about Dr. Gaurav Sharma. I think I'm meeting him for the first time, but again, today I couldn't see him. So anyway, it was a pleasure that you introduced him in such a nice way. I would surely love to meet him one day. So thank you so
Sure,
much, Dr. Gaurav Sharma. It was wonderful listening to your illustrious examples, which you spoke about positivity and imbibed in it. I felt that your words illustrated more of positivity. The vibrations of positivity could be felt in each one of us present here tonight. Though we are talking about SDG 9, but still we feel global peace is not possible without positivity. And you have spoken a lot about positivity. Thank you so much. We are all the beacons of hope, and we are all the agents of positivity. Very rightly said and quoted. Thank you so much, Dr. Gaurav Sharma. So with that,
Thank you so much, ma'am.
yes, with that, we end with our first session, and we will, sir, Rajara, sir, any more guests?
No, it's over, ma'am.
Yeah.
Guys, let's make it faster because
Yes.
all our youngsters there.
We will now
engaging
start
blood.
with the second session.
5
and,
minutes, just 5 minutes. Please make it
Yes.
end.
I would request the time slot to please remember within 5 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes, you need to wind up your speeches. Of course, we value your views about SDG Goal 9, and we would love to listen from all the youngsters who are present here. So to start with, we have a speaker, Dr. M.M. Hanifa. Dr. M.M. Hanifa, are you there? Yes.
I'm here. Thank you. And
Sir
good morning,
is,
good afternoon.
just a few words about Sir. He is a peace ambassador, justice of peace, and Desha Shakti. So, sir, we are truly honored to have you. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Namaste, assalamu alaikum wa
Sir, can you
rahmatullahi.
keep the camera a little down? Your half face, we are not able to see. Yes, perfect, perfect, sir.
Okay, thank you. I take this opportunity to thank uh, Vishwa Humanity United International Royal Council, and also to Dr. Rajarao and Dr. Mrs. Caroline for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much. And Global Peace and SDG Goals 2030. Never before in the history of humankind, human greed, political differences, religious and cultural friction, rivalries, land and oil interests, economic inequalities, abuse of nature, disrespect for rule of law, and abuse of nature have had such a profound impact as we see today on the fragile peace which is struggling to keep humanity together. Who is the cause? We, man. Man who is endowed with conscience and the faculty of reasoning and understanding, is threatening his own existence, subjugating these of power. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the disturbance. For power, every human being has a responsibility towards himself, towards his family, towards the community, country, and humanity at large. The responsibility can be established, practiced, strengthened, and maintained through empathy, love, understanding, and respect for the rule of law. I told every individual has a responsibility towards himself. When we take an individual, the individual is the main constituent of humanity. So if the individual is putting himself right, then the society, the family, the country, the whole global world will put itself right on its own. This responsibility of the individual is first towards maintaining his health, improving his intellect, his happiness, his knowledge, respect for nature, and empathy for others, which is the main ingredient of peace. When an individual is at peace, the family is at peace because the family is constituted of individuals. But the family's responsibility is a little different from the individual responsibility because that's a unit. Respect for others' opinions, the wife's responsibility towards the husband's responsibility towards the wife, providing for them, providing security for them, economic security, social security, and educational, social, and other developments. Children, providing them a good education, enlightening them of the need to understand and live a peaceful life, uh, upgrade their status to fit into the society. These are the responsibilities of the society. If the individual matures in these aspects and the family matures in this aspect, then the community, the society develops because the society is considered of families. In the same manner, if the society develops, the country progresses in all these aspects, responsibility, and the world at large. The only way to achieve global peace is to produce responsible citizens. The success of the 17 SDG goals to bring about global peace depends on enlightening, educating, sustaining the mindset of the individual. The importance of the individual is the most important. So it is the individual we have to focus on. This is not only the responsibility of the education institution or the state, but also the family, the society, the religious institutions, and the other social institutions which are focusing on the general social development. We see the present society, we reward people, children, for sports achievements, for academic achievements. Of course, that should be rewarded. It's very important. But do we reward people for the empathy they show to their fellow citizens or their fellow friends? Do we reward people for sharing? Do we reward people for conserving nature and a healthy environment? And do we reward people for contributing towards religious assimilation and coexistence? Not much.
Sir, please conclude. Due to
We
time
have to go a
constraints.
long way. Okay, sir. So I think we must give top priority to pool whatever resources available to bring about an attitudinal change in the individual. Peace is not the absence of violence. Peace is the presence of justice, equality, respect for nature and natural resources, absence of poverty, and access to basic human needs. Thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so much, sir. It was an honor listening to you. Yes, of course, we can keep on speaking a lot because this topic is so close to our heart about global peace, which we all are working forward to it. But yes, time constraints, so we need to give everyone a chance, and we want to listen to every speaker who has joined us with their knowledge. And with that, we have a next speaker on board who is Zatia Bibluri ma'am, who is an English teacher, international speaker, and author. So welcome, ma'am, on board. And the virtual mic is all yours. Over to you, ma'am.
Hello, everyone from Georgia, and I'm very happy. I'm very grateful to be given this opportunity because I have seen that there are a lot of professional expert people, and I can say that I don't have vast considerable experience in this field, but I will try to express my personal opinion about SDG 9, and I will describe the situation in Georgia. First of all, SDG 9, which focuses on building resilient infrastructure, promoting inclusive and sustainable industrialization and fostering innovation, is an important goal for sustainable development in any country. In Georgia, there have been various initiatives and policies aimed at advancing this goal. One of the key initiatives in Georgia is the establishment of the Georgia Innovation and Technology Agency, which was created in 2019 to support the development of innovative and technology-based businesses in the country. GITA provides various services to startups and small and medium-sized enterprises, including funding, mentoring, and networking opportunities. This has helped to create a supportive ecosystem for technology-based businesses in Georgia. Another important initiative is the establishment of the Georgian Innovation and Technology Park. And this park provides a space for technology-based companies to collaborate and innovate. It offers various facilities, including research and development labs, office spaces, and conference rooms. The park has already attracted several companies, including international technology firms. In terms of infrastructure, Georgia has made significant progress in recent years, and the construction of new highways, railways, and ports has improved connectivity within the country and with neighboring countries. Georgia's strategic location also makes it an important transit hub for the region, with several major transportation corridors passing through the country. Despite these successes, there are still challenges to be addressed in achieving SDG 9 in Georgia. For example, access to financing remains the challenge for many innovative startups in the country. Additionally, further modernization and upgrading of infrastructure are needed to keep up with changing technologies and economic demands. Despite these challenges, the government and various organizations in Georgia are committed to advancing SDG 9 and promoting sustainable development in the country. The establishment of initiatives such as GITA and the Georgian Innovation and Technology Park are important steps in this direction, and further efforts will be needed to ensure that Georgia's infrastructure, industrialization, and innovation continue to develop in a sustainable and inclusive manner. So this is my personal opinion about SDG 9 and the situation in Georgia, and I hope that my information is useful for you, and thank you again for giving me this great opportunity, and I hope that I will gain more information from you and we'll be able to find the best solution to this problem. Thank you for your attention and for your time.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was wonderful listening to you and the point of view which you have kept from from Georgia's point of view as the infrastructure, which is very important, working on that. And we should not forget about the global peace, which your country is working on it together, combined. The compiled process is very, very important. Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your ideas about your country and bringing that SDG goal, which is very important and surely will bring a change. Together we can do that. Thank you, ma'am. Moving ahead to our next speaker, who is from Philippines, Viveka D. Abakar. Yes, ma'am is there with us. Yes, over to you, ma'am. We would love to listen from you, your views about SDG Goal 9 and global peace.
Yeah, good evening. I would like to share my screen.
Yes, ma'am, you can share.
I would like to share the screen.
Yes, ma'am, you can share.
You can
But please make it 5 minutes, ma'am.
Okay. 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 Anyways, there's a technical problem, but anyway, I'll just read it. The business projects that have the goal to build roads and school businesses for the initiative that will help less developed areas to thrive, building infrastructure that allows innovation and technology progress. Companies can sponsor the building of an e-learning center. And another way that companies can help to be achieve SDG 9 is financing social entrepreneurs, nonprofit organization by giving, coaching, mentoring, and service support as nonprofit organization also need a well-equipped team to keep running. Like every other company, this organization requires accounting, finance, marketing, and other departments. Therefore, if your company can provide, therefore, if your company can provide any of these services, you can provide a big impact by offering a pro bono consultation to support the group. Invest in innovation and new technology, as it takes time and effort to develop new technologies. Investing in innovation will help to make progress affordable to everyone. In other words, company will help to reduce the cost and make it possible for less developing countries to adopt. Invest in research and development. Business can also invest in research on their own or in partnership with government, contributing to develop and deploy product services and business models to deliver sustainable and resilient infrastructure. Well, the Philippines invest in digital performances and the International Finance Corporation. Due to widespread network congestion, our digital performance in terms of cell phone connectivity in the Philippines is a score of quality. But then with the mobile internet download speed, the number of mobile subscribers per tower is comparable to a low-income nation. Then the 3 times higher than the average for each East Asia and Pacific region nations, limited availability to dependable electricity for mobile towers, whereas estimated 5% of towers in the Philippines are planned to be situated, exacerbates such capacity issue. So investment in digital performance, the investment will boost the capacity of mobile networks and provide a competitive market for towering collection across the nation. So thank you very much. That is the report where us, we in the Philippines will invest more of our digital way of technology, with also with the infrastructure as we go along with our build and build projects in as subway, as in motor, as in trains, adding more transportation and infrastructure. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Viveka ma'am. That was wonderful to know about Philippines and what Philippines have been doing. So that is what we call Vishwa Humanity Royal Council has been bringing in all the platforms together. We heard from Georgia, we heard from Indonesia, we heard from Philippines. So it's amazing to listen how the countries are working together for the global peace. So ma'am, we are really obliged to listen to you. So moving ahead with the next speaker tonight, we have
Thank you very
again
much.
an eminent speaker all the way again from India, Dr. L. Santosh Kumar, Assistant Professor of English, Christu Jayanti College, Bangalore. So, sir, we are totally eager to listen to you about your views on SDG 9. The virtual mic is all yours, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am, and good evening, Raja Rao, sir. Happy to see you virtually after a long time. Yes, good evening, sir. Ma'am, let me share my screen, ma'am.
Yes, sir, you can.
Yeah. Ma'am, is my screen is visible now?
Yes, you need to make it full screen.
Yeah, ma'am, I'll do it.
So only 5 minutes time.
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay.
Ma'am, is it visible now?
No, sir. Full screen
Full
is not.
screen. Yeah, full
now.
screen.
Now it's visible. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Good evening and good afternoon, good morning to all present here. And I'm Mr. L. Santosh Kumar, working as an assistant professor of English at Christu Jayanti College, Autonomous, Bangalore, India. And I'm here to deliver a talk on SDG goal number 9, industry, innovation, and infrastructure. Yeah, when you look at these 3 I's, okay, pertaining to SDG goal number 9, the first thing which comes in my mind is that we often live in a society, or we often live in a country where people condemned us by saying that India is a country which is known for unemployment. Okay, and first we should understand one thing. In a country like India, there is no unemployment. There is only unemployed problem. That is, we don't have skilled employees. And another drawback with our curriculum system is that we produce so many graduates, but the outcome is that most of them are becoming bookworms. And on the other hand, our curriculum has to be revamped or has to be restructured in such a way where practical mode of knowledge should be highlighted to a greater extent. And when it comes to SDG goal number 9, these 3 I's, they are going to be the future. And even though the SDG goals are up to 2030, and even after 2030, these 3 I's will play a predominant factor in everyone's life. And without good infrastructure, or even without a good industry practice, we cannot make any graduate to come out from schools or colleges. And as per the NAP protocol which we are following, we want each and every candidate to be aware of their subject. And apart from that, they're supposed to be aware of the concept of inclusivity. The inclusive learning matters a lot for any graduate in the contemporary times. And also another most important thing is that creativity and innovation are the 2 things which is going to determine the fate of any individual in the upcoming days. And a person who's said to be creative and innovative is said to be a good product in the job market. And we as a teachers, or we as a educators, or we as a philanthropists should make 3 things in mind. First is that when you meet any kind of graduate, any student, we should instill in them a positive thought. Positive thought in the sense that we should make them to get rid of that particular myth or particular cocoon that it's only the marks that's going to determine their fate. It's not only the marks, it's apart from that, their all-round development, their holistic development, which comprise of inclusivity, which comprise of innovation, infrastructure, and industry. This is something which we have to remember it. And next year, if you look at this particular slide, okay, we all talk about the importance of global warming. And to put it, to say it sarcastically, even though we live in global warming, we support globalization. And globalization in the contemporary times has become a very common one. The world is said to be a global market, and we are all global citizens. And we cannot restrict ourselves, or we cannot restrict our boundaries by saying that we will be accommodated, or we will be living in a particular space or a particular place where people can question us, or where people are supposed to incorporate to us. It's nothing like that. We as an individual, or we as a human beings, we all of us have got right to stay everywhere. But the most important thing is that we are supposed to equip ourselves. The more we develop, or the more we equip, the more beautiful the world becomes. And SDG goal number 9, it not only talks about the need of good infrastructure, need of good innovation. The most important thing, SDG goal number 9, it stresses that instead of telling others, it should start from the individual. As one of the speakers said, that we all need a change. Change is an inevitable factor, and that particular change should start from every individual. And next, if you look at here, okay, a particular thing called, okay, industry innovation infrastructure, it mainly talks about a particular concept called benchmarking. Okay, in the industry terms, there's a particular term called benchmarking. That is, if an individual, if he or she wants to launch a particular product to the audience, or to the target audience, what they're supposed to do is that before launching that particular product, they're supposed to do a group study. That is, what are the flaws, or what are said to be the pros and cons of the product. The moment when they indulge in that particular practice, by default, they can produce a good product to society. Same thing is with the educators, or same things in every individual. The moment when we say that we are going on right track, or the moment when we say that we are here to eliminate each and every individual, at that time, we are supposed to reinvent ourselves, or we are supposed to relearn our basic things. When we relearn our basic things, or when we relearn or re-question the basic parameters, then obviously it paves way for 3 I's, which is said to be industry, innovation, infrastructure. And next is that, okay, next most important thing is that in the contemporary times, everyone is talking about the advent of AI. And most important thing is that, okay, some people also, they claim the fact that AI can even take place, AI can even overtake the teachers. I just wanted to tell one thing to the people, those who think that AI is one of the biggest threat for the teachers or for the mankind. One thing what I can say, I would just like to quote a famous quote of a person: technology cannot replace teachers, but technology, the hands of great teachers, can be transformational. I just repeat, technology cannot replace teachers, but technology in the hands of great teachers can be transformational. So whatever it is, whether it's AI or any, whatever might be the latest innovations, without a teacher or without any individual grooming himself or herself to be a typical one, none can beat our records. So this is my understanding. And next, I just wanted to conclude my presentation by saying that even though we talk about the 3 I's, the most important thing is that we as an individual, we as an I, first we should be focused towards our goals. The moment when we are being focused towards our goals, by default, innovation comes into practice. When innovation comes into existence, by default, we will be having a good infrastructure and a good industry curriculum, industry-based curriculum, which will make us to be a good product. And we as the teachers, and we as the educators, we as a philanthropists can feel proud by saying that we are doing that we play a vital role in the holistic development of an individual, which is the need of the hour, and our curriculum pertaining to NEP insists on that. So let us all merge, let us all join hands together to build a holistic world, which is the need of the hour. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. It was really, really motivating to listen to you. Being a teacher myself for the past 26 years, I too have been stimulating the same skills which you had just shared with us. And it was really motivating to know from you the 3 I's which you talked about: industry, innovation, and infrastructure. But in spite of that, we still have other various things which a teacher can do, and a teacher can instill with the help of technology, bring or revolutionize the whole world and give it to the hands of the youngsters. They are the minds, they are the brilliant minds who keep on thinking, and it is we teachers who can devise their thoughts. Thank you, Dr.
Thank
L.
you.
Santosh Kumar. It
Thank you
was
so much, ma'am.
really interesting to listen to you from your point of view, as you have spoken about all the 3 I's, which are very important. And moving ahead with my next speaker, a very, very important person from India, Mr. Amujari Vishwanath, Director, COO of Green Care Society, India. So, Mr. Amirjuri Vishwanath, sir, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Yes.
Yeah, that's good. Namaste from land of diversities of many cultures, India. First of all, convey my much gratitude to my beloved brother, my big brother, Dr. Rajarao Pagdipalli sir, and
Brother, but your face is not visible. Please adjust your camera, brother. It exceeded
now,
your face. Okay.
now is it okay?
Yes, yes. Perfect.
Just wait. Now,
Okay, brother. Perfect.
okay, okay. My much gratitude to my beloved big brother Rajarao Pagdipalli sir, chairman of this organization Vishwa Humanity International United Royal Council, and managing director Vijay Karani ma'am especially, and today's host none other than Professor Rachna ma'am. Uh, it is wonderful opportunity to share my views in front of the eminent speakers who united at the place of a unique platform for World Peace Summit 2023. Today, as topic which I will derive on the views sustainability development goal number 9, that is triple I, industry, innovation and infrastructure, which was established by United Nations and tied the sustainable development goals from 1 to 17 in 2015. Among them, SDG goal number 9 is also important to rule and to increase to establish good in platform and to provide quality of life to everyone on our planet Earth. To start any industrialized or to provide good infrastructure, there should be a necessity and there should be a invention in different sectors. Before that, to establish to provide a good platform or establish infrastructure, there are many challenges which will face, and there are many opportunities also are there with different ideas and innovations. So there are a big opportunity as well as challenges to emphasize both infrastructure and industries. So there is key factor is innovation, which plays many important vital role to provide infrastructure through the industrialization. As India is growing, is developing in big countries among the largest and biggest and the longest different type of aspects, different countries, either in defense sector, either in the economic sector, either in educational or either in industrial. So India is also developing slowly, and definitely one day it will reach at the peak of the greatest countries among the world. As per the recent data of World Intellectual Property Rights Organization, India was ranked 40th rank out of the 132 countries in the sector of innovation that emphasizes the Global Innovation Index 2022. So in 2021, India was ranked 46th rank, but after 1 year, that means in 2022, it jumped from 46 to 40th rank. So definitely here is showing that India did in different milestones for achieving different sector through innovations. However, government of India introduced especially by our Honorable President of India, Sri Narendra Modi, Make in India, vocal for local and innovative India. All these aspects are especially and startups, new and innovative ideas. Startups are these type of schemes which help for development of India in the sector of innovations. So before to build a different type of good infrastructure or industrialization, there are different challenges like urbanization and rural sectors, because India has a different large land of rural sector which covered with many natural resources, and as well as urban sector. So we have to develop, we have to build the provide good quality of life through the industrialization without harmful of the our nature, which emphasizes the climate action SDG goal number 13 and goal number 6, clean water and sanitization. So for industrialization, we have to build all these, collaborate with all these sustainability level goals, which will not too harmful to our climate and environment. So for providing a good infrastructure, there are different aspects for projects, or either in government sector, or either in collaboration of different civil societies or different non-government organization as a local or international. There should be a much for that collaboration with the government to public, or government to the non-government organization, and public to the different officials. So we have to collaborate to provide to better opportunities, as well as facing the challenges, older challenges, or either as new generator challenges. Last 2 years we faced many challenges due to the COVID-19, and however we are improving day by day in front of the world map to unique to show our economic, either in economic sector to as a largest and fourth position economic sector as India, and innovation sector in 40th rank. Definitely we hope so the India will reach the peak stage for in the innovation sectors. All these aspects many faces for challenges. So step by step milestones we can take together with the innovation sector through the research and collaborations of different institutionalization or industrialization or societal economical growths. So for this initial stages, there should be a practical of knowledge through the experiment and research, either in educational sectors for initials, either in village sector, which will emphasis for Gram Panchayat sector. So innovation should be started at the platform of foundation stage, either in a educational or either in a rural sector, then that will be collaborate for that urbanization sector. So all these factors are more important to establish good infrastructure and quality of life through the industrialization, innovations, and research. So we have to move forward to follow all the 8 targets and 12 indicators which are provided by United Nations for SDG goal number 9, III, industry, innovation, and infrastructure. Hopeful all the speakers presented different ideas. My idea in the sector of III is emphasize the basic knowledge which is related to the skill education or skill practical knowledge at from foundation stage, from beginning at the school life and college life. After that, we have to use our knowledge, skill-based education or skill practical knowledge in the upcoming application base, as per requirement of quality of life or either different innovations as per the necessity, what we either in daily life products or as economic growths or either for industrial products. So we have to utilize our basic knowledge as well as skill developed knowledge in the practical to the make different products or different practical based outputs. Then only we can achieve the greater innovations. Otherwise, unless we cannot achieve the better quality of life in the sector of innovation or either in a good infrastructure. So I appeal in front of the such a wonderful stage to follow our basic skill and provide and improve quality of skill-based education, because it is going on 21st century skill. As per 21st century skill, we need to advanced and technological skills, then only we can achieve our better innovations or provide better infrastructure and industrialize. Thank you very much, my dear brother Rajarao sir and Caroline ma'am, Rachna ma'am, for providing wonderful opportunity to share little bit of my views as per SDG goal number 90.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very
Thank
much.
you so much, Amujri sir. It was wonderful listening to you. As always, you speak very clearly, very precisely about the topic which is given, and you have spoken from India's concept and how we can further it hand in hand together and make a place better for the world to live in. We cannot go without the 3 I's, but yes, make it in a different way. We can have a different perspective of living. So thank you so much, sir. Moving ahead.
One more thing I like to say, ma'am. One more thing.
Yes.
For innovation sector, everyone knows different projects were introduced by Government of India. In 2016, one of my student, Indu Manikpuri, also awarded for her innovation for septic tank record scale from President of India at that time of the Honorable Sri Pranab Mukherjee at Rashtrapati Bhavan for as a Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Ignite Award 2016. And last year also my student awarded on national level for Inspire Award for their innovations, different sector for livelihood, either in livelihood or either in employment, rural development. So directly or indirectly, I think so happy, feel happy for how I am the mentor of my students to little bit of build up and a little bit of sharpening their bright future through the innovations from the education sector. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. That was nice of you to share that how your students are working forward for the innovations and technology. Yes, already Dr. TPS Shashikumar said that the young minds are filled with a lot of innovations and they are into that part. And your students have shown that by achieving the goals and coming ahead, but we need to foster them. We need to nurture them so that they are using the technology for a brighter point, for a greener planet and the society. Thank you so much, Amujri sir, for your views.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Moving ahead with the next eminent speaker for tonight, John D. Brittle sir. John D. Brittle sir is an assistant professor at Savita Engineering College. So sir, the virtual mic is all yours. Just only the time slot, let's 4 to 5 minutes. Over to you, sir. Sir,
you are not audible.
Yeah, you need to unmute yourself.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am. Good evening to all present here. I really happy to meet you all at this evening with the World Peace Summit Day 9 session for the industry innovation infrastructure. My slide is okay, ma'am?
Yes, sir, it's visible, but you need to make it full screen.
Okay.
And so remember the time, it's 4 to 5 minutes.
Okay. How it is okay, ma'am?
No, sir.
Brother, your Zoom is visible, not PPT.
Okay.
Okay, brother. Carry on.
Yeah, okay, sir. Yeah, thank you, sir. So industry innovation infrastructure, how we are improving the innovation. If it is a new idea, it is called innovation. So we have to understand the innovation. We have to know the factors associated with the innovations, and we have to know what is the push and pull technology used in the innovations, and what are the types of innovations and the elements involved in the innovation. So these are the points mainly focusing for developing the innovations. And we have to know the collaboration works with the innovations based on the recent advanced technologies like that artificial intelligence, virtual reality, Internet of Things, augmented reality, cloud data, big data, and industrial robotics or mobile robotics. So these are the basic points of the innovative structures with the recent advanced technologies. So the career paths and the job-oriented technology also important for the new inventions. So the innovations. So what are the main parameters we are covering through innovations? For example, we have to know the definition of innovation. We have to create the definition. With our example, we have to create the innovation steps, and we have to explain what is the difference between the push technology and pull technology, and what are the difference between both the innovation steps. So that are the concepts we have to define. After that, we have to know the different types of innovations. So what are the types we are generally come to understand from the new concept or new design or new product or new process or new model. So these are the process we are going to know, and we have to apply our understanding innovations, and we have to take some products into the innovation parts. So these are called as learning outcomes throughout the innovation process. So generally, humanity has the innovated thoughts of our history, as well as our modern world is the result of innovations. So because every day we are creating new innovations. For example, in case of old lamps, we have so many wires, choke, starter, everything and all. But nowadays we are having LED bulbs. So with the LED, we have some compact size, we have some brightness in the light. So that is called new innovation. So today innovations will shape our futures. So the future use, for future use, we are designing new innovations. So do all innovations have the same impact? Yes, all the innovations we have the new concept. We are approaching the new idea from the existing idea. So it is the new concept. So what are the types? Generally, we have 4 types: disruptive, incremental, radical, and sustaining. So these are the 4 types. From this, we are come to know what is the significant improvements from the business model, and what is the new technology we are going to associate with the product or process or model, and what is the gradual improvements in the business product or services, and what is the new approach we are going to create with the new market. So these are the process we are getting on the impact of the market with the low level to the high level of the technology improvement. And we have some sustaining, for example, Apple A15 mobile phone. That is the new technology. Okay, so with that, what is the position, what is the cost, what is the rate, what is the new technology we are using on that Android mobile? Okay, so these are the concepts we are following in that sustaining process. Disrupt is nothing but, for example, film making or TV contents. So we are going to give some video contents or image contents or music or any audio signal, video signal. So we have to use some new streaming technology. So that is disruptive one. Incremental is nothing but OLED TV also is used to grow the markets levels. So the existing product does not have that much amount. So we have some incremental technology here. And the radical technology, we have some personal computers with the new technology of limited uptake. So that is these are the 4 types mainly covering with the innovation process. And we have some elements. So we have to work together to form the new innovation with some ideation technology, collaboration, and implementation and value creation. So these are the basic elements. So the process starts from collaboration model, and we have to give the new idea, and we have to define the implementation step, and that value is very, very important for the customers when we are going to use that in the company. Okay. And it is used for the market use, as well as if it is a technology based one, means we have to use some R&D technologies and with some drive based innovations into the market with the push-pull technologies. So what are the advantages we have? We have so many advantages. The radical, disruptive, and IP-based protection is the most important advantage throughout this technology. And high risk is the main disadvantage to this network. So while we go for the infrastructure development, so what are the main steps we have? From the old year, we have some invention. After 2 years, we have some new inventions. After upcoming years also, we have some future invention. So based on the technologies, we have some basic infrastructures. We have some infrastructure during the traveling mode of train, and so through some rivers. Okay, so every time we have some different infrastructures throughout our surroundings. So how we can improve this? So in order to build the environment, we have to make the eco-friendly environment. We have to make the pollution-less environment. We have to make the environment from one point to another point. So that is the main purpose, to make the environment as an effective manner, to make the infrastructure as a efficient manner. Okay. So whenever we have some reservoir or any other water supply areas, so we have to cover the entire area. So then only we come to know what is the overall region on that, and what is the overall process on that, and how we can protect the environment, and how we can make the infrastructure as a free one. So these are all the program models developed through ATLA bullet line model. So we have some parks, we have some trails, we have some transit, we have some affordable housing area, and some improvements on the street lines, and some economic development. So through this all process, we can develop the entire environment and entire infrastructure as a happiest mode as well as the reliable mode. So past, present, and future. In past, we don't have any cycle. All are walking throughout the mode. Okay, but after that, we're running with a cycle. After that, we are moving with the bikes. Now we have some e-bikes also. So that is the future advancement of the new technology. So through this, how we are coming to know about the peace. The world peace is starting from the smile. If we are making the positive words, we are coming to know about the speed. Okay, so that is how the peace will come. If we are making smile from me, we can easily create the peace. Okay, so how the based on the self development, self motivation, and some basic psychology, some basic goals, some basic improvements, some positive attitudes, some development in the mental health. So throughout all the positive manners, we can never obtain the peace in the outer world until we make peace with ourselves. So we have to smile first, then the peace will be automatically come. Thank you so much for my session. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir, John, sir. It was wonderful listening to you. You have given the statistical data. Being from the engineering background, I felt that technically also you had sorted out many problems, which, yes, we can see it's arousing and it's growing on. But we had seen a revolutionary change coming up, especially even in our country too. So it was wonderful to highlight all those aspects and bring it out, that when we are talking about SDG goal number 9, we cannot forget about the developments which is going on. So today we had a wonderful day, a ravishing day with a lot of knowledge and not a lot of learning around. So with that, I would like to hand over the mic once again to Rajarao sir. So over to you, Rajarao sir, to just wind up or summarize today's wonderful and intelligent program which we had. The session was really hot and heated, and we had lot of learning and lot of takeaways with the eminent personalities who had joined us. So over to you, Rajarao sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. It's really so amazing. I request all the speakers to kindly stay. I'll be back in 2 minutes, because before my vote of thanks, I request Professor Dr. Vijay Kalinga for her concluding remarks. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you all, excellencies, global leaders, eminent leaders, my family members who joined this platform, Vishwa Humanity United International Royal Council, the World Peace Summit 2023. I would like to convey my gratitude, thanks to all the global leaders who presented your views, insights, inputs, your experience, your knowledge, which is highly appreciable. And we have noted every point and it is recorded. And whichever is applicable, we try best level to implement for the upliftment of the society. So I really appreciate for taking your time, your precious time, staying with us for a long time and spreading peace in the minds of everyone. It is very much required. And I hope we all together work for the world peace and peace starts within us and that we spread to total community, to the nation, to the world. Thank you once again. I humbly convey my gratitude and thanks to every global leader for being with us and making us more happy and delight with your presence. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Actually, today I wanted to play it like a 2020 match. Exactly, I planned to end it at 10 o'clock. But anyway, John D. Brito brother and Amjad Vishwanath brother, they made it to 50 overs match. But anyway, it deserves because in the end they have given a beautiful presentations. Thank you, dear brothers. First of all, I want to thank the great scientist, Dr. TPS. Sir, really, we are honored, sir, honored to have your presence. Because last year, same date, same time, same topic, you blessed us with your grace and presence. And this year also, really, we are honored so much, sir. Thank you so much. As a Telangana citizen, I feel it's my proud to have your presence, sir. Then as an Indian, we feel honored. Then as a global citizen, it's really a great day, sir. Because the way you have presented the narrative on SDG 9, that's really amazing, sir. We are thrilled to hear. And last year, I still remember, I received a call from you and we had a discussion. Certainly this year, we'll take it into action, sir. We surely collaborate with you and we do some beautiful things for our society, good things to our society. In your guidance, certainly we will make things better, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your presence, for your beautiful, what we call the presentation on SDG 9 and increasing the occasion and blessing us all. Thank you, sir. Next, coming to Professor Rachna Chakravarti, ma'am. Actually, you are dominating all the speakers, not the chief guest, but all panel. You are entirely dominating single-handedly. You are giving inputs to them. I think you are doing a lot of research. That's why we have changed. We are making that schedule even in the early in the morning. That's because of you. You are doing a lot of work and coming with really that's so great because participants, whoever the honorable guests or whoever the panel speaker, they feel comfortable when you are giving inputs and when you are giving feedback. That's so great, ma'am, because you are an educator, you are a global educator, you are doing your job. That's so great, ma'am. Thank you so much for bringing that much power to program. We are honored, ma'am. We are honored. Thank you so much. You have, because I didn't ask you, I put your name on tomorrow's schedule. I sent it to a minister of Dominica yesterday. Today morning, I told you, he said yes. I know that you could say that. That's why. Thank you so much. Tomorrow also great people coming. A minister from Dominica country. Honorable Minister is going to grace. Tomorrow is going to be a great day. And thank you once again, Rachna Chakravarti ma'am, you are making this. And tomorrow also you are going to make it. Then Amjad Vishwanath brother, thank you so much. You always speaks last, but you make it the best. Thank you, dear brother. Joining.
Thank you very much, my dear brother.
Supporting is very important because whenever we organize a program, you with our dear sir, Vishwanath Panigrahi sir, you both join and you support us a lot.
Yes,
thank you, dear brother. And I say thanks to Ambassador Dr. Stephen, brother, thank you. Dr. Prince Angvu, dear brother, thank you. Thank you so much for joining. And Archana Priyadashini, ma'am.
Thank you, Raja. Thank you for
Oh,
everything.
thank you,
Thank you,
Excellency. Thank you.
Caroline. Thank you, Professor Ashana. I am impressed with this very program, and I pray that God will continue to increase you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Excellency. Thank you so much. Then Archana Priyadashini, ma'am, one more day. Thank you, ma'am. Good evening. Then Vishwanath Parigrahi, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for supporting. And Gaurav Sharma, brother, you are a lot, brother. Today, we have this much positive vibration. That is because of your presence. We are thrilled to have you.
So much, sir.
We are thrilled to have your presence, brother. We hope that you soon back and you roar. You said you roar.
Definitely, definitely. It's been an honor to be here. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Then Geeta, ma'am, one more day in our summit, 9th day. Thank you, ma'am, for your presence. John, Brito, brother, you made a joke in the end with such a great, serious presentation. Finally, with smile comes peace. That's so great. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. You have a great technical person inside you. Thank you, brother. Then Poonam Godi, ma'am, one more day. Thank you. Thank you so much for yesterday your presentation. Thank you for that. And thank you for your presence today. Thank you, ma'am. My dear brother, Professor Mike. Professor Mike, are you there? My dear brother, Professor Mike. Anyway, thank you, Brother Mike, for joining, for supporting, and thank you for being with us. And yes, brother is there. Hi, brother, say hi.
Oh, how are you, sir?
Fine, fine. Thank you so much, dear brother.
Hello, sir. No problem. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
I was enjoying, but I'm hearing everything. God bless you, sir. And God be with you.
Thank you so
I really appreciate it.
Thank you, brother.
It was a
Professor
wonderful
Salman
program.
Musa, thank you, my dear brother. Salman Musa joining, supporting. Thank you, dear brother.
Thank you.
His Excellency Rael Anifa, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining. You are joining us since we started this campaign and supporting us and giving wonderful insights on the occasion. Thank you, dear Excellency Rael Anifa.
Thank you very much.
My dear sir, my dear friend Srikanth Kalurkar, sir, can we see you?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Then William Ponsa Garba, thank you, dear brother, joining. Chidram Daniel, thank you for joining. All are wonderful people, beautiful people who are all making this day great. And once again, we are happily ending 9th day because every day we are having so power to our programs. This day also very special because of the guests, because of the beautiful presentation, and because of our chief guests, and because of our special guests, and all the presentations today, whatever they made on, really they are so amazing. Really, a nation's greatness is depend on SDG 9. If we develop infrastructure, it speaks volumes about that. And innovation, infrastructure, these are the things, industries, these are the things that talks about a nation's greatness. Really, we have to fight on, we have to work on, we have to put all efforts on this SDG 9 to make our lives better, sustainability better, nations better, and finally globe better. We'll do it. And with this note, we conclude this SDG 9 with a power-packed program. Then we welcome again SDG 10 tomorrow, a galaxy of stars, including Honorable Minister and some celebrities from USA. They are joining us tomorrow, and many guests are joining tomorrow. Again, the 10th day is going to be rock. Let's welcome the 10th day, and let's conclude with a happy note, this SDG 9. Thank you.